You thought you were about to go into the video game. I know what you guys are thinking. You're thinking of Spoon 1000. I thought I was going to go into the video game that I'm about to watch. And to be honest, you are my doing fans. I'm just going to take you there right now. In style. Yeah. Style indeed. OLIVIA. Hello, everyone, ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, and true ages, some of them. It is me, Superior 9000, but you call me Superior. Yes, that's right, the game streamer that nobody knows in the future, becoming entrepreneur, extraordinaire, influencer, pro game streamer, actor, model, and creator, broadcaster, and future wrestler. And yes, that is what my doing fans were back once again playing and continuing the game series of I Wanna Hook That Gator. Now, before we get down to the video game business, I'm just going to throw down 3 face cards now. That'll be the end of my turn, so I'll add video at the end of the recording stream session. And if you're new to this channel, my doing fans, please press the button to subscribe, press the purple button to follow, and press the green button to like, follow, subscribe, and support. I wish press this week to officially join the Superior 9000 Empire Corporation International Industry Enterprise. Make the channel bigger, better, stronger, more noticeable in the future to other social media account platforms and game streaming channel account platforms. Now, enough to jump from your boys Superior 9000. Let's get into the video game business and let's get to work. Oh, and before I do, Miss Superior's episode. Do not worry, my doing fans, your Superior will leave down in the description down below so each one of you can watch it. And before I do, yes, I'm looking at telling you, I hope you got your chilling gear on, and I hope you've been to the Lulu, and I hope you got your drinks and your snacks, and I hope you're chilling out comfortably on that game chair, or on that sofa, or even on that bed, which is an incredible game series I'm doing. And as I said before, enough to chat from me, and let's get down to the video game business. Let's come and go. Yeah, we'll keep it down. We're in the darkness. Another day, another dollar. Okay, so there's a bit of a dollar in that world then, huh? Well, the time has passed, and Midbox Beta. I love this bit when it moves. After they had messed me up grumpy yesterday, I don't want my stomach to endure that torture again. Instead, I had a few hash browns from my last food joint, Metro. I scroll through my feeds as I used to, while the metro drives about to my destination. Been a few days now, the strange sense of extremely cheap and alcohol have become an afterthought. Some other finds are actually plastic and flowers are a little fresher. That's not the actual something I noticed on the witness when a passenger tried to eating one. Wait, why would someone eat one? Some of the finds are real for some reason. They go untouched anyway. Maybe they're just not tasty. Vegetarians don't eat the grass in the lawn, after all. Right, huh? Oh, anyways, the lighthouse gone out, and someone just dropped a wrecking ball next to me. Must be Mr. Ferris. Hello, sir. How you doing? Good morning, Kurt. Mr. Ferris said. Replied, good morning. Has what been going fine? It has slowly, but I'm very full. I hate the idea of a place flowing not being an ideal place to learn. And I appreciate our talk, as it really helped me understand about the student body more. And he said, you're welcome. He said, hey, have you given any more thoughts to the fashion thing? I have, Mr. I have, although I've got to say, I really get it. Just looking around. Mr. Really, like what? He said, well, like, look at the girls on the other end of the cart. There. So he's looking and thinking. It's rather revealing. So I don't think that's really for me. I love my wife. Not that way, sir. I just mean as an example. Mr. Well, there is an event. I could see about trying something new. Mr. What would you recommend? That's a good question. What would be good to use here? In my, I request the coolest possible feathers. A fresh machine is going full throttle. Those sunglasses? Huh. His eyes may be a little too far apart for that. How a beanie? Oh. Moving on. Big guns, a flash jacket. Oh god, what the? Is he trying to make himself like a gangster pirate? Oh god. There we go. The coolest possible for. There we go. What is happening here? Oh my god. Listening to. So, Mr. Sorry, I was just thinking. Why don't you start with. Of course, we have to choose. Okay. Let's check it. Okay, what we got? So, beat sunglasses. How about Mel? Sensual. We'll go with sunglasses. Seems a bit more suitable. All those sound more expensive. Yeah, they are. You know what? Try a gold chain necklace or something. Hey, what? Yeah, just make sure it's properly sized so it doesn't look silly. I'm sure it'll go a long way and they're pretty cheap to get. So, alright then, I'll take your word for it. I'm sure we'll talk about fashion a lot though. Is that really all about these days? He said, of course not. What do you want to know about? What you know what I mean? Mr. Ferris said. I have a ton of photos of the recent round recently. And he said, that was like 5 years ago. He said, oh. Mr. and I talked more about the commitment band slang until we arrive at our stop. Ah, what? Oh god, don't do that big. Okay, he's not good. Okay, but it's good to that. I just had started talking about our first project for the class. Ah, Olivia! Hey girl, how you doing? As soon as he said the word Olivia, and had shut up. A great eyes sparkled with excitement and smile, and to crush the virtual throne. Wow, she's very excited tonight. Go for a seat as the wave her arms in the trying to get the tension. Looks at arms, smiles straight as he and Olivia engage in a staring contest with one another. I can only marvel as the two argue with each other without a single word. Dude, what was the light to it? Eventually, I'm gonna won by 12. That was cheating! You little cheater! And you won your arm, but you can't freaking win a. Doesn't matter. Nice turn off a cheap protector hanging off on the ceiling. Playing safe video and paint not too far graphic for a school setting. I do think about it barbecue for a while. Probably defeat Olivia, cross her arms and pounce in her seat. And that's why we won by using any of the more exotic materials and for any project Miss Halford. Maybe I should just skip breakfast entirely. I still don't see the problem. Once you all had the proper safety handling course, the second semester will be allowed to use oil-based paint. Until that time, however, all the assignments will require a safer supply. Now, since we're right up to this, I might as well finish a full video. I'm gonna have a drink. I don't blame you, Olivia. The woman gets holds her hand to her throat and walks her to a cell as she grabs a metal flash and drink from it. The display from her was to the odds with the bear and Liz described Olivia. But it's kind of reminded me of me. I can understand why, after all, Liz and Ben and I used some of his equipment in photography. And I feel the experimentation of the new possibility. No doubt that it's bring a creative sparkle to her eyes. Eyes that filled with pure and just they glared dagger my way. Lee was doing the look. Oh, was I staring? Oops. I could offer an apology. She already had hands on the wheels. She walked to her desk and leaned forward instantly. I can't make out anything that's said through the video, but going by the occasional glare back, it's not hard to imagine. Okay. I really didn't mean to offend. Again, notice I'm watching a motion for me to come forward. Slowly, I shift out to my seat and approach the desk. Alright, there's something going on here. The hands turns are just enough for me to hit over the makeshift meeting. Olivia's telling me you are making goofy faces at her. What? He said, no, I said he's been staring at me all through class. Huh. It's weird, like he's never seen someone like me. Can't you move him to a different seat? Olivia said. Now hold on a second, Olivia. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I'm sure this is just a misunderstanding. Mr. Ladder, like she a different person here. She finished out a canteen of water and brings it to her mouth. You're given a lot of leeway when it comes to the seat assignment, but asking something like this. He's like, I just want him to leave me alone. What? Olivia, dear. It's not our fault. We keep seeing each other in classes. Something is, trying to bind us together, like in some kind of failed destiny. She sips again. What's that about? And I said, well, you tell us. What's on your mind? Can't have this disagreement between classmates this early in this year. I'm confused. I didn't even know there wasn't any disagreement between us. Well, sometimes it's a little thing you do that you don't even think about that affect people the most. Anything like that come to mind? As it said. I shook my head. Olivia glares doesn't diminish away from my field of view. I mean, I've been curious about her since we sat next to each other, and I'm friends with some of her friends. He said, we all sat together at lunch yesterday. But not himself thoughtfully. Lacton said, sounds like he just wants to hang out, Olivia. Her face suspicious and no thought. Lewis said, ugh, not really interested. He distracts me from classwork. I want to watch the video without being quoted at. Sorry, I didn't mean it. Does that resolve the issue for you, Olivia? No, I don't want somebody in this class. She goes to take another sip but ends up turning the canteen upside down. All out. I mean, she must be really thirsty. Anyway, you can go fill that up if you want. You won't be missing anything. The video is nothing you don't already know, I'm sure. Lewis eyes me suspiciously and slowly moves out towards the nearest water fountain. I go, sorry. Alright. He leans back in the chair with her arms behind his head. Okay, I told you yesterday if the air needs clearing, to do it yourself. Now she's in a mood because you were staring at her like a weirdo. And here I thought you two will get along. She even gave you that sketch that she made of you. Truthfully, I'm impressed, but here we are. What's going on, big guy? Because, again, sorry. It's been a pretty busy few days. Yeah, I've gotten into a cool friend group. We're gonna all sit together at lunch. And Olivia's there too. She didn't say much, but I'll go with soda. And I don't know why she's so upset at me. It's nothing personal, Nico. Nico said it's not. And she's, especially when it comes to change. If you're at her lunch period too, I could see why she'd be wary of you. If you don't mind me asking, Miss Nakadakan. Yes, Alexander said. Why is she so open with you? How do you mean? Just now she spoke more in a conversation than all of the other times I've seen her yesterday. Inca said, I saw the canteen, I figured it's something to do with her voice, but it's surprising. Because her water bottle the other way around, it's unfortunate, but she just really takes at all. Talks at all. I guess she just been really trusts me. I know her since she was a freshman. She seems to gravitate towards art and how I taught her, and soon enough I took her under my wing, like I said. But she lives with Damon, right? And he's at the lunch table and she still barely talks to him. Poor kid. Hope he's doing alright. Because he seems to be alright. But yeah, she's distant to everyone else. So much I can't keep hearing weird things about her. And leans forwards in his chair slowly at us. Is this about you gossiping with Ben yesterday? Because a bit, he showed up to the table and said something about her being the same after she left. Probably some drama there, but I don't want to pry. He nods. Because continues to say, but also Liz told me some weird things too. He stopped nodding. I know of her. Is something wrong? No. She just said I shouldn't get invested in being her friend. Everyone's being real weird about it, so I was curious for myself, Miku said. Guessing what that's why I was looking at her weird, sorry. Which is Ay. It's worse than I thought. So, because what is? I'll put it this way. You met 3 people that know Olivia other than me. After 3, only one thinks highly of her, and the other 2 start unloading drama on anyone willing to listen. In this case, you. No wonder you're confused. Because I hadn't thought of it like that. I don't blame you. You shouldn't be involved in anything stupid. High schoolers, you know. I guess. Cutting his thoughts. Important question then. Do you really want to be Olivia's friend? I mean, I guess. Judge and I have always raised my way. Are you really? Or are you just curious about her? He seems pretty serious about this. Yes then. You just with the class while I is back to her desk. I'm back. Have you changed his desk yet? You nudged his head towards me and prodding me on. Yeah, I'm sorry I distracted you. Join your class, Olivia. She looks at Leonard and gets a small nod. There's a sure. I mean, you're welcome. I mean, thanks. But no, not really. I don't want to be distracted. Come on now, Olivia. The least you could do is give him another chance. You never know. I don't really want to know. I get he's like friends with Damien, but I don't really want to, you know. Not in this class. But I like to be your friend. You stopped and raised an eyebrow. Lots of those going around recently. Like she was expecting this response. She looks like to looking at for help. Actually, Olivia, I also think he might make a good friend to you. Olivia gave it a serious look. What? His words were like battering ram. I'm simply saying to give Inko here a chance. I can almost see the magic bubble as she hid behind slowly crumbling from what I was saying. You both look quite similar at heart, though. You may have different methods. How should you find something comments behind and kills him at night if you work together? Finally, the last fragment of her magic fortress collapsed. Olivia can only look at the art teacher with terms of confusion painting across the features. Olivia said, well, oh, well, are you for real, Miss Lackner? Like I said, I am. He's actually in another class of mine. I've seen him. He's passionate about his camera, like you are with your brush. And I do expect great things from him. Okay. Sorry, I really thought, oh, oops. She bit her tongue. Her mouth is clamped shut. It's just my opinion. You can make your own choice, Olivia. She nodded furiously. Oops, the movie's about to end. You two should get back to your seats. We're good here. Your side, find me again and nod once more. Alright. What is the schedule of Olivia back away to her spot? Ink said, thanks, Mr. Leggett-Han. For what? I just gave you an opinion. I'm serious. It's up to you two if you want to be friends. Don't screw it up. You wake me up again and get up to for the lights. Get back to my seat and stare at the projector screen as I like the words. He said he only gave his opinion, but it seems like he also gave me an opportunity to take the right step in connecting with Olivia. And with what he said about the invention with a bird, it's gotten me more curious about her artist careers. Speaking of, as I said, speaking of whom, I noticed that she occasionally gives me a side eye. I do think she can see due to the dim lighting combined with my shades. She stared at me with a sense of strange curiosity, almost as if she's trying to read off me, off my face. But from what I can tell, her facial curls seem confused and almost shaken up. It's like she wants to say something but keeps on backing away at the last second. Guess her mind is also jolting around for those words. Oh god, the bright light, why? I teach you to flick the light switch and I feel like I'm burned from the bright lights, even with my sunglasses. Alright, now in the first week, we'll be doing something simple like colour swatch wheels. However, I think you could manage something a bit more advanced, Erickson said. The Gator girl head moved around at the word advanced. Whatever Olivia was thinking before regarding me seems to be forgotten as she focused almost entirely on the teacher. Miss Gonna holds up a stack of paper for us to see. Like I said, first thing first, I'd like you all to fill out these topic sheets so that I know you understand how to safely handle oil-based paint. And last thing we need is another burnt down classroom. The way like I said words makes me imagine some pretty horrible outcomes. Once you finish your sheets, bring them to me so I can revive them, like Dylan said. And continues replying saying, I'll be giving you a permission sheet after I know you lot won't set yourself on fire or poison yourself. One of those guys in front of me at the back seat, and I'll take the page from beforehand, the rest, the different girl behind me. Let's get over the sheets. The phase of mask to snout longer than 3 inches require. And I realized it hit me. I didn't see the first half of the video. I scanned over the pages and I groaned when I see a question I had no answer for. All for the present of the times on me. The art teacher looked directly at me and then to the side. I tried to decipher his meaning from his eyes. Oh. I turned to my seat, moving closer to Olivia. He said, hey, what? What now? What is it? I'm not gonna let you draw me. The hell? Looking at her paper, I see she already answered the question couldn't. I showed my own page, typing it up on the section that I was still blank. Olivia groans like looking at the push. When she gets her drawers in the forms up. Fine. Yeah. Someone else the sheet for me. Wait, isn't this cheating? That teacher wouldn't. When did he get to his desk? Why doesn't he have a sleeping mask? I'm not going to the answer. I still don't see producers. What the difference in the end? That must be what he's thinking. Either that or he doesn't care. Copy the words of Olivia's sheets and do my best to at least praise them. My classmates are already walking up to his desk. They're reading the pages and not even taking the sleeping mask off. So, thanks Olivia. So, whatever. Olivia finished her page in a few seconds and wheeled herself to the desk. The last sentence I'm very confident on. Like what the flashpoint means. Get up and go to the desk. So let's see the assessment down. Good. Here your permission slips. 2 hazard pants. Didn't bother to look over my worksheet. Huh? He lifts the eye mask from his face and looks at me with one eye. I suppose half that stuff doesn't apply to you, Nico. Look, I just don't drink. The paint will get into your eyes and you'll be okay. He said, yes, Mr. Ellington. Nico said, attaboy, now get back to your desk and wait for the class to end. Tomorrow, beside you on all something simple, like painting a cube or a ball. Yeah, a model like dodgeball painting. I must dropping down and return to my seat. Class of the clocks read 5 minutes until lunch. We're back suddenly at me. Consider what I should do or say, some sort of icebreaker. Then I said, we have something and I can see somewhat there what he means. But I'm a photographer and she's a painter. Okay, let's walk into the bar. Oh god, okay. I definitely heard that bell. Wow. I've got lunch now. Note of the bell rings, so shows most things into my backpack. Not carrying any of her notebooks, get crushed. Once it up, she raced out for the classroom. Guess she doesn't want to get caught in that chaos of the lunchroom. Yeah, that's true. The stampede one. Jesus. Whew. I managed to avoid getting stuck in the frenzy shut along the wall halfway around the lunchroom. It's a bit longer than the last. There's a risk of getting used of in the Possum Meat Club. Hey, why don't I just go in through in the courtyard? It's one next to the table. Damn it. Next time. Damn. Hey, is that a entree or something by the table now? I've never seen one with the trunk that green. Get around the last of the crowd and approach the table. Damn here with chowing down on a sandwich stuck with fish meat. And I guess the Olivia is already at the table. What do you want for dinner, thinking? Hey David, you seen her this time? She was joining us for lunch. Well, a word, Damon went to the pantry next to us. Oh! Crap, there is no tray. I look at see Liz, headed over putting the fires out the ceiling. She was a lot lower in the computer lab, so I couldn't tell as easy, but neck is long anyways. Oh, he goes, hey Liz. I said, hey Inko, couldn't see you from up here till I heard you. I quite like this lunch break, it's actually quite cool. And great. Well, I guess I'll go ahead and get food from the vending machine again. Making my way over to the vending machine, I do the same song and dance did last time. Cost me a few buns and earn my couple of cans and serve 2 bags of chips. Luckily it was the teacher asked. The teacher asked if we bought enough candy for anyone. Oh, no, it's true. Back to our table, bundle all the food stuff, milkshake, porch, smooth. Lou gets her share, but she doesn't say anything. Damon said, ah, sweets. Ah, thank you. Damon, if you'd be so kind. We're already on it, Damon said. David cracked open a can of syrup just as Liz lowered her head next to him. Which she might have noticed soda cap. Ah, soda cap, that is so cool. Oh, that is cool, I like that. He then, Speed drop on the old can with a new one, almost like he's swapping wheels on a Formula One race. So that is so cool. I need to get a soda can. That'd be so cool. You know, bit of a classic style. You know, maybe I should do that for when I'm doing game streaming. Thank you. No problem, Davidson. Let's head the gun back up to the top of the ceiling and continue eating porridge. Davidson, so Nico, how's your day been so far? It's pretty decent, I'd say. Most looking forward to the photography since Ben showed me some good photo spots. It's a cool. They were just not continuing too much on his sandwich. I think he's zoned out about halfway through my sentence. Nico said, oh, and also Liz helped me submit my contest entry. It was awesome. Can always rely on Liz to help you out. Liz said, Flatty will get you nowhere, Damien. But just saying, honestly, truth. There was he entered the contest too, right? Everyone must be trying to win the cash prize. You know what, lads? The money's okay. Liz! Liz comes down again with a mouthful. Oh, Liz, you're so funny. Oh, I love the habit, that's so cool. Her hands hold up the tray with each dessert filled with different sauce. Liz prize said, but the real prize is having your submission featured on the sponsored magazine cover, and it features articles. How is she still an article? Miss Ply, do you have any idea how great that looks on a resume? Oh yeah, because she wants to be what's it called? Heck, I can probably get a scholarship with that alone. Oh, you've really got all this planned out. What's your submit? She takes a moment to swallow a salad and then she shares a huge grin. I submit my best digital art piece. Ooh, what is it? There's a here. The tray is set aside so she can bring out her phone to show Damien and me and the entry. It looks a bit village townhouse wise, but was it classy? It looks pretty good. Was it yo? And voila. Yo, that's so cool. It looks so realistic. Thanks. It took me a week really to blend some more furniture elements into this each other. I based it off my grandfather's home from the old country. Whoa. So you actually, okay, that's pretty cool. This is amazing. You can't even tell this whole thing digital art after all. He grabs hold of Liz's phone and turns towards Olivia. He said, hey, Olivia? She jumps up, having been suddenly made of relevant to the conversation. She was just spectating. Olivia said, what? I'm not giving these chips back, they are mine. Damon said, I was just going to show you Liz's entry. Olivia narrows her eyes and leans over to see the image of Liz's phone. She then looks up and gives Damon a quick nod before returning to the entry chips. His smile flutters a little at her minimal response, though. He's back to his unusual grin at Liz takes back her phone. You go, wow, Liz, I didn't know you were so into digital painting. He said, that looks great. Do you have plans on being an artist after graduation? Oh, thanks. Well, no, I don't plan on being an artist person. Plans to be an antiques dealer, specified with art. What's that mean? It means she buys a split canvas like everyone else, just used for money laundering. I said, no, it's be real deal stock. There's a real market out there for it. So I'm taking the AB Biz class and using the school prestigious art program. That's actually why I picked this place out. There's a real elite selection of graduates from here. Listen, and Inca replied, oh, you're the school treasure too, right? I said, sure I am, doing everything to make sure I'm ready for the real deal. I do love painting though. It's not just ends to the means, Liz said. Nikki replied, maybe that's why I want to get into trading. I can get the right people, the right art they need. That's very thoughtful, huh? I should start thinking of my future more. I wonder what Olivia thinks about this, if it interests her. Damon suggests, as he nodded his head up down, and I don't know if he agrees with Liz or headbanging up to some tune playing in his head. He was aside. I looked aside to Olivia, staring down at the chip bags, really pensive. Guess I'm not the only one that's a bit worried about our long-term plans after school compared to Liz. But we've got the whole year this still. What about you, Damien? Damien said, I don't really have a big goal set. The only reason I'm going here is because it's the closest school to our home. Let's reply, Damien, you know I keep telling you about planning ahead. Because I used to do that. David, what are we going to do with you, mate? He said, so what are you doing in school? He said, I just pick out any class that seemed interesting to me. Well, I've got to say, having going class is pretty fun. I get to make food in class and eat it too. They said from learning skills in class, like that, you'd be a perfect host mode. Damon said, yeah. Wait, what? They said, what? Liz? Liz? we heard what you said. But get back to my point, the art contest. If I win, I get that interview. It's an insane advantage. Because I say so. Because, oh, by the way, Olivia, did you submit something for the art contest? No. Oh. Jumped away slightly. Different. Let's see. Olivia said, no. What the hell? Liz, you dropped your drink hat. Listen, really? Oh crap, I might have a chance then. Hey Liz, that sounded soon. Wait? Sorry, I didn't mean it like that. Olivia rolled her eyes, really goes back to munching on her chips. Mr. This said you were really into painting, and I really liked the portrait of me you made. Oh. Oh, come on, Nico, what did you say? Whoa, she what? The suspicion there is now replaced by a murderous glare. Yep, it's perfect time to eat my feet. I haven't actually seen any other real work, only something you've done out of the boredom. Olivia's clothes, as she inhaled deeply at the air, naturally returned to her once she reopens them. Olivia said, I just wave her down again as I thought something would be different this time. I can't. Yep. What does that mean? And he said, besides, even if I could, yeah, I'm going to be looking for the best artists here. So you got to show that to them with how good your art is. But I just don't want them to look at me and feel like they have to give me a reward out of pity. Then his first mid-bit. His sandwich loosened his meat injury by a second of his eyes flicked between Olivia and I. I could hear the blowing alarm in his head as his brain catches fire trying to connect the dots. Olivia said, I want to be judged for my art and not. Olivia chose to formulate the next few words and let out a weary sigh. Anyway, it would just feel undeceived. How? Yeah, how? Damien, has ever happened before? Do people really do that? You weren't there for it. Some losers used to even tell me to take the advantage of it. Why not? That was a bad move, I got a feeling. Damon said, dude, seriously. Liz, will you get back up? Olivia said, why? So I can get reminded of myself, so I can't separate myself from work. So I can get confidence being worse, so I can even eventually rely on it. So the playing field can even... That's a lot at once. Not sure I got all of that, but I do know I shouldn't have. No, sorry. Olivia pushed her hair down. Look, I don't want to get award and praise I haven't earned. I'm seriously not that good. I really wouldn't win. Oh, Olivia, you are good. We've seen the art times you did. She started to take a long sip of the cola. I can see some of your work. Yeah, no. Man, she really shouldn't put herself down like that. I get it, a lot of the students here are crazy good at art. And some people probably be better now than ever I will be. And they are just starting. It is pretty scary to think about it. I mean, like the landscape of the city near the principal office. Landscape. Hold on. I took a shot of it. It's a bit worth getting my count out now with all the books I needed for a class away. I lay out there my backpack, taking my treasure, the others out for last. After finding the shot pushing in the I turned the display towards everyone else so they could see the glamour shot. They freshly made this painting. Just from looking at it, I can see why it won first place. Yeah, I drew that. Oh. Her name is on it, isn't it? I may find makes the connection with this signature on the well. Wait, that was you? Is it that much of a shocker to you? It's quite a bit, yeah, it looks amazing. I mean, it's whatever, I had some dumb guy to help me out, so it isn't like I was one of the who did it all. Oh, so she's the one who made it, not the what's his name? So when you say can't enter, it's because you already won once. Yeah, basically. She looked away from us, eating her chips in silence. I've heard the expression of being once was great, but I never expect Olivia to kick herself this hard. I mean, kicking myself over there for thinking that last part. I said, what, is something wrong with this? Is she bad at all or something? Why is she limited one of those bishop plans right now? James said, Liz. Olivia, what's with the look? Next. They're just surprised to see you in a spirit is all. Olivia said, "You're making it weird. Don't make it weird." Demon said, "Yeah, it's been ages, Olivia. To think really I hear you got to open up like this in just 2 days. Adjusted to me." "What do you mean, man?" The going to question for you don't importance the comments having thrust here into self-awareness. And she leaves. Olivia, wait! She's gone. As well, she did give a warning. "Yeah," David said. "I was just excited she was making good progress." The rest of the lunch was spent trying to talk about Liv's art progress. Damon looked like he wanted to try and bring Olivia back into a conversation, but no one had any idea where she's gone. That's a bit of a shame. A bit of a shame indeed. Still, part of me thinks she wants to talk. So why doesn't she? That's the mysterious question. I love the Bowser, but wow. Suddenly the question for another time as Olivia's departure just seems to be sitting out for lunch. At least Liz and Daniel wave goodbye. Leaving me to clean up all the trash off the table. We never even moved on the backpack. Darn it. The class comes and goes as we're partnered and give Bear and I green light to walk around the campus. They showed me around to see the prime motives spots such as and such a becoming my important good side. Get another around tour guide. Actually pretty neat to see part of the school that I haven't explored yet until now. Places like the music hall, the pool, they were most interesting to see. Yo, was pretty cool. Suddenly in the courtyard, Ben points out the views of the outscape and around the school. I wonder why Ben eagers to show me these views are impeccable. But while we explain the image, he has head in my still wonders back to Olivia. I wonder what I did to make her express herself so much. Yeah, she was talking a lot. Ben said, Inca? Huh? I was asking if you're able to sometime during the weekend to take photos. He said, I'm free on Saturday. Excellent. We can meet up back here. It sounds good. As we go back to class, I begin to think if there's something I could do in history class. Oh, back in history class. Miss Procolaine continues picturing on about. Procolaine after a final offense of the left entire city of Transfer destroyed, was defeated, bringing an end to their crimes against both Dino and humankind. With that, the Dino-Human War came to an end. Oh, wait, there was Dino-Human War? Oh, I must be in a different world. What was they doing history? I declare after 10 years of. Okay, wow. Of course, there was a matter of rebuilding the housing all those fires still burning as well. What to do with all those bodies and okay. Yawn. I should probably care more about lectures since history has truly strong cultural combination, but man is so boring. Ahead of me, Olivia has returned. To Glen Gloom. She wants to grind back at me. She probably over whatever that was. Or she doesn't know I'm here. Boy, will that be insane to see? Assuming I don't end up with a pencil jamming through the lens. The other students are semi-bored, occasionally marking down something whenever it sounds like it'll be on a review sheet at the end of the week. There was of course no more note passing today. As Pocket yesterday, she must still be on their minds. There won't be any more chances given, even though she doesn't seem to threaten on her own. The consequence will be dire, especially if she can't call Solly over like her own personal enforcer. There's simply no getting around it. This is just a period of we all have to sit through. And there isn't any solitary to be had in our shared misery. It's simply the reality of high school history class. The only saving grace is that isn't stalking around the room looking for us to do something wrong. Instead, we're being lectured at. And we can copy down whatever she written on the board. And well, I should also be paying attention to Miss Apocalypse. It's saying on more than certain that we be reading the case of the same thing from our heavy textbooks. So my eyes wandered away from her and the board scanned over my peers, all as with interest. Eventually, there's a bit of a movement ahead of me. What she was up to now. She folds the sheet notebook paper back and forwards and created a deep graze. Then she licks her fingers and runs it along in gentle pulls. The paper rips along the seam slightly. Oh, is she really risking it? What's she got to gain? It's just a note passing game. Maybe she feels bad because she got caught yesterday. Oh boy. We passed the note to her left. Soon next to her raised an eyebrow, but supposed to take the note. I mean, pass it on without looking at. One by one, my classmate passes the note along to the next. Nobody dares open the note and write something in. It's failure to keep track of the note in the corner of my eye as it makes it circle around the room. Painfully miss my eyes are forced on the board when I feel a tap on my shoulder, which my ears give a stretch on the forward page, pushing into my fingers and against my ear. As I feel the edge grind against my elbow, I chew my lip to keep this hints of pain contained. Right until, but paper could seem bad, especially on such a flashy part. My fingers toy with a bundle of paper now at my desk. No one else had bothered with it. I wouldn't exactly call it an empty carrot, but there could be a potential here. There's got a note beneath my fingers. I was unfolded while I was thinking. Looking at the solid of the sheet, I see a pretty simple rat drawing with a very realistic hand next to it, giving a thumbs up. There's plenty of space this time. Wait, I'm going to draw again? Oh, please tell me we're going to draw again. Look at it, see the front of the doubt she even noticed. Even noticed. Attention is making my fingers itch and finally getting to a real chance to do something fun in the shape of class. In fact, I have a perfect idea in mind that catch Olivia's attention. If that doesn't ruin everything, that is. She's not 100%, but Miss Pocket has a lot less tolerance for horseplay in her class. We probably wouldn't get another chance. I'm going by the coach's on it, one chance policy, and these guys ain't even playing along. I bet it really wouldn't be pretty. Kinda makes me concerned for Olivia though. I couldn't just hold on to and give it back after class. Heck, Olivia would never even know. I don't think she even knows I'm in this class. Got that one. Well, without a bit of a risk. Wait for Miss Pocket to start a new talent to make sure I had enough time. She just something that signaled movement. Time to move. This is going to be a basic. It's a stick figure, but it's just a doodle. Only you could doodle the photograph. I'm not sure what I mean by that. Also, I don't know how to draw a wheelchair. In the end, it looks more like it. Actually, this is of a bow T-Rex than what I wanted. Oops. And to do. Check over it one last time if I have a good conversation to improve it. Well, pass on the note forward carefully to not further the teacher. She takes the note on her, over her shoulder once more, not checking it. She seemed to look a bit open at the note, but because of all the blank space. It doesn't look like she recognised whatever I did either. Maybe I should talk about it with her after class. Don't know if it seems like an okay thing to do, or just pass it note again. Dum dum dum, that ain't good. Well, maybe it is good. Either way, we've got to figure out this. And what? What? Dum 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 dum. Once more, the progress of students taking the notes and passing it along and looking at. Although this time it's a little bit more collective annoyed. But it won't go around again. Why the heck would Olivia send the note around again? Nobody's going to change their mind and draw something now. It's desperation of toughness. Whatever it is. Note coming my way again. So I'll take it. I confirm that, yes. What's nobody else or anything? Oh, there is a new doodle offer up with a flavour from Olivia. Cute. I guess it's time I'll draw. Plans? But I need myself in the schedule to have pipe. This time I decided to schedule a figure. Are you trying to outside my skills level for not panic game? Something enough to do. Even for my sunglasses. Yeah, I'm liking this. Maybe I should make sure Miss Pocket isn't looking my way. Yeah, we don't want to do that. That's the last thing we want to do. Especially after what the last episode. Oh my god, that was annoying what she did. She called that goddamn PE teacher, what's his name? Mr. Sonny or something. Oh my god, how silly. Done. Yeah, she's not right now. I mean, look. Alright, time to pass this on. Pass on the note forward once more. Look at the note between two fingers. Still not looking back. Keep saying that, but I guess it's not weird. Why would you look back in a situation? She chuckled the note and looks a bit down again. Close up the corner I draw in. What the hell was that? I don't want to know what that noise was. I feel like was it the loud noise. There was a moment of being in the silence before a voice speaks up. Miss Havard. The girl in question in her seat in embarrassment. Sorry, Miss Pocket, I saw a spider. First seems to turn her attention back to write more notes on the board. She turned her head back slowly, just enough to be able to make eye contact with me. While she eyed me with a companion curiosity, I see her hand tendering message to the tip of her tail. Looking at the floor, I think she managed to get the chip aluminum. Soon as Pocket turns to continue, Olivia scored something down. She turned to look at me once more, hesitate, then she flicks the note into my direction. Pleading with me, tried to catch it in mid-air and was throwing my face into the desk, get it. Oh, Mr. Nito, what was that noise? Pardon my sleeve, stains my sleeves the stain to keep my injured eye open. She probably meant to look at stopping. Yep, I found a spider in his pocket. Tissue grimps. That's better. Clear that up by the end of the class. We sent it to. Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry, OLIVIA excuse from Miss Pocket Estate. She turns a few pages and takes Marlene her desk, joining the class to do the same, search for something. She just searched it and I could finally see what OLIVIA drew. There was no spinning the light dodgeball whizzing towards us, big finger ahead. I wanted to be upset, but I found myself in a motion line. Seriously, I should be an animator. I'm more after the child with setting on giving a large white sunglasses as well. Meeting later, he looked twice as cool as before. I look at Olivia pointing to get back to when with some idea comes to mind. Here that hangs over the wrist of her back and it took shot. Bingo. Olivia scratched the back of her neck and find a note. She looked back and saw that I shouldn't my angels scanning me a foul play. She was throwing at me a question I think, but I'm not the most lip reader. Especially when said her lips are as long as a human. Still, she turned the forward page of a second later. Joey added a new sketch I've worded up. The note landed neatly on the desk this time. I expected the latest edition. All of us doing it on rat activities. Wonder what she's thinking of a cat this time. Keep passing through the sheet backward. And a new sketch and adding to the others. My fingers started to type when Miss Pocket addressed Olivia. Miss Pocket said, "Alright, Miss Son, you may leave. Okay, everyone else, you may take this last 5 minutes to start on your homework." It takes some time to pack her surprise in case you glance at my way. Going to the paranoia, it's now become just a plain confusion. As I wouldn't play for doodle games, things with her. Even as she wheeled out the room, I noticed her eyes still on me. I give her a wave goodbye, and she seemed shocked by that. Turned her head and finally passed it through the door. Right then, homework. Oh crap! You're kidding me, right? Only now it occurred to me that there's a pretty good reason the teacher doesn't want us slacking after in class. The last 5 minutes I'm trying to speed through the second chapter entirely. I need to get any good information to use today at homework. I will still check online for a lecture that's not as boring. Maybe one with a good animation, even. With the rest of us, if I excuse, I realised that I still got a page full of doodles. Considering all the stuff, I did feel wasted just to toss it away. Decided to keep the supply into one of my little extra sleeves. With everything semi-packed away, I should get back to my backpack and exit the room. Man, now I get why Olivia gets to leave some class early. The halls are so packed and chaotic once class ends, I always end up being pushed around by rowdy students headed towards their next class. When the school ended, it even worse when I saw it yesterday. It was something else. The word reptile that comes to mind. I end up just waiting around for a few minutes for the flow to tie down. It looked like it's just going to be my routine now. Pass by a few more display of my way stairs back down towards the floor. This isn't the art wing, but there's still a bunch of displays. Maybe there's enough space. Something pressed into my chest and looked at me to stop. It's Olivia holding an arm out to stop me. She's still staring up at me through the glass suspiciously. My jaw open, but no sound comes out. She realizes her hand is still wrapped ugly. It's darting between her hoodie pocket and her arms. She expected to solve me. I would have known, maybe. You go, hey, Olivia said, you could have told me. Huh? Like, Olivia said that you were in Miss Pocket's class too. You could have mentioned that. Because, sorry guys, I was sort of aiming for a bit of a dramatic reveal there. She pushes her hair aside. Yep, well, whatever. Yeah, I guess. Why did you stop me out here? She stopped the chair mid-turns with the grey eyes playing the dirty floor. Olivia think, I don't really get you. No, Olivia's eyes turned back to me. Now I can see the nervousness in her pupils. Olivia, why do you care? Why indeed? Well, I guess the main reason is I want to be friends. Olivia's with me, though. Because I'm sure. There's tiny moments in which I saw Gator and come to my mind. I can't help but smile. Those small shows of genuine feelings. Yeah, I think Mr. was right on this. Olivia seems to disagree with me and turn away. Maybe that was too forward of me. I swing my backpack around so I can reach inside. I still have the notes. Note? What would those do from class, right? Why? Just figured you want, is it? It was fun filling out and all. Just as I to pull out my window to the Gator girl, looks back at me and shake her head. Olivia said, it's just doodlies. You can throw it out. Keep it. If it's so important. For a brief second I saw her mouth on a tiny smile. And now she back to looking at a natural hat. Huh, didn't notice the school had an elevator. Why don't more people use it? There's a key card from my pocket. Oh, that is so cool. That is cool. That is pretty clever, actually. As part of the aviation makes sense. That would explain. The elevator arrives, Olivia rolls in. She moves her arm to push the button and jams the key in some slot. What's to look for? Olivia said you come in. Oh! Yeah, cool. I'll step aside and leave it just before the door closes. It's probably safe to catch your foot in there just reopen, but man, this thing is ancient. It's severely lazy to place it above the door from the side, because the cover stains and other signs of age. Yeah. Is this thing really safe? And leave search. Leave said, what's the worst thing that happened? Our legs break. She eyes me with a smirk. This may have been a mistake. A chunk. Oh, that is so cool as it moves. Now it drops into the baseline, seems to, for a split second. The sound of the worn out anime machine fills the campus space. That is cool how it moves. I'm loving this. How slow this thing is. I look over at Olivia, she uses the thing daily, surely it's normally room smoother. Ralph hides open and obscene with green so on set of OLIVIA. Olivia said, relax dude, this is normal. Alright, this is normal. This thing's just dodging around like it's just going to drop us any second, completely normal. When we reached the bottom of the door, trunk door open and particularly full up. Olivia catching well behind, somehow I sensed it was a degree of spirituality. Olivia said, anyway, I'll see you later. Oh yeah, see you. We rounded the corner and I'm left on my lonesome. My sense returned to me and I started making my way to the metro station. As I make my journey home, it strikes me how the progress I made with Olivia. Definitely still awkward space, but I can see that she's opening up a little by. We're starting to become, I'm seeming that I get confused by my friendly gesture. All in all, I got a pretty good feeling about this. Listen, Liz, Ben, sure were overreacting though. I wish I was to tell them all about it. You know what, my Dory fans, I think we should end the video there. Now we'll save that. Yes. Turn to menu. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and true ages and all that, I'm going to end the video here, but if you like this, then I'm going to add some more free face down cards. First, after my first face down card, subscribe me, Wolfstone Legendary, Preston Will, Future Wrestling Champion, and Pokeball, and others, but wait, I'm not doing just yet. I to my second face down card. Please press the button to subscribe, press the button to follow, and press the green button to like, follow, subscribe, and support. And once you press those three buttons, you officially join the Superior 9000 Empire Corporation International Industry Enterprise to make the channel bigger, better, stronger, and more noticeable in the features for other social media account platform and game streaming channel account platform. This is Superior 9000, the game streamer that nobody knows, and future becoming entrepreneur extraordinaire influencer, pro game streamer, actor, model, and provides a broadcaster and future wrestler. Signing out. Okay, everyone. Take care, stay home, be safe, wash hands, do this away, and of course, most importantly, and appear most importantly, and remember this, wear a mask, and I'll see each one in your next video. But before I go, I have one thing to say. Lots of pro game streamers like myself, Wolfstone Legendary, and others can do big things, especially online video game streaming. All you gotta do is type me in research, click on the channel, and see what video games play on. Okay, everyone, take care, bye, peace, and GG. I'll see all of you, each one of you, on the next episode of I Wanna Hook That Gator. Thank you for flying Superior 9000 Pirate Shed. We hope you enjoy these videos. Be sure to subscribe to this channel and other platforms as well.